and welcome to this video lesson. As you can see, this video is going to be about the plural of the nouns, the regular and the irregular form. Also, it's going to be about countable and uncountable nouns. When it comes to forming the plural of the nouns, most of the nouns take the inflection S at the end of it, like the example here: book, books, table, tables. But in some cases, some nouns need to take the inflection ES for the sake of the pronunciation. Such nouns are nouns that end with the letter S, double S, SH, CH, nouns that end with X and O, like bus, buses, class, classes, box, boxes. And let's take the example in this word. The word class itself has two S's at the end. Imagine if we added another S. It will be a total mess, and we wouldn't be able to understand the plural form. Class, class. It doesn't sound very clear. Therefore, we add ES. Classes. Words that end with letter Y, or let's better say nouns that end with letter Y, when we make them in plural form, Y changes into I and takes the inflection ES. Lady, ladies. Cherry, cherries. Words that end with letter F. F transforms into V and then is followed by the inflection ES, like leave, leaves, thief, thieves, live, lives. But if you remember from our classes, I said that rule number 1 in the English language is that there is an exception for every rule. Here we have the case. We said that the words that end with letter F, they transform into V, but in this case it doesn't happen. F remains the same. It only takes the inflection S. The same goes with some words that end with letter O. They do not all take the inflection ES, so there is an exception again, like the word video and zoo. They only take the inflection S, while there are some nouns that end in O, which can either take the inflection ES or S, whichever one you use is correct, like the word volcano and mosquito. When it comes to words that end with letter Y, we said that the letter Y transforms into I and is followed by the inflection ES. But this only happens if before the Y there is a consonant. Let's see. Cherry, lady. R and D are consonants. Therefore, we transformed it into I. But if the word that ends with letter Y and before the letter Y is a vowel, then Y remains the same. Like monkey, monkeys, boy, boys, because we know that E and O are vowels. Also, we have some irregular plurals. In the beginning of this lesson, we said that in order to make a noun into plural, we add the inflection S. But there are some exceptions. For example, with irregular nouns. And they are called irregular because they do not go according to the rule. They go on their own way. Let's say they are rebellious. For example, woman is women. It doesn't become woman's. It changes its form. Tooth becomes teeth. Child doesn't become child's, but children. While on the other hand, we have nouns that do not change at all or take an inflection. They remain the same, like the examples here. Countable nouns, as we know by the word itself, are nouns which we can count, and therefore they have a singular form and a plural form, like one teacher, two teachers, etc. Before the countable nouns in the singular form, we put the articles a and un, which these two has the meaning or the connotation of the word one. We put a if the word starts with a sound that is a consonant, while we put un if the word starts with a sound that is a vowel. Let's see the examples. A hat, a dog, a university, an hour, an umbrella. Now, you may be confused here because we have words that start with the same letter. But in the first case, the letter H sounds like H. A hat, it sounds like a consonant. While in the second one, hour, the letter H is silent. Let's go with the word university. University, the letter U sounds like Y, you. While in the word umbrella, it sounds like a vowel. So we come to a conclusion that how we put the articles a and un is not how the word is written, but how it sounds. So if it sounds with a consonant, we put a. If it sounds with a vowel, then we put un. When it comes to the plural forms with the countable nouns, we can either use a number or we can use some. There are some people in the living room, or there are 10 people in the living room. Uncountable nouns, just by the words itself, means that we cannot count these words. They are not countable, and therefore they have only the singular form. In this case, with uncountable nouns, we don't use the articles a and un. In front of you, we've got some examples of which word or which category of the words are uncountable. For example, food. We cannot count cheese, meat, salt, rice, flour, etc. Liquids are not countable. Materials, subjects of the school, sports, abstract nouns like information, knowledge, love, hate, and others, hair, money, accommodation, luggage, etc. There are certain nouns that can be used in singular or in plural form, but differing in meaning. For example, here in this sentence, the word hair is uncountable, therefore is not in plural, because we said that uncountable nouns have only the singular form. Anne has long hair, which means all the hair on her head, and we cannot count them. Well, maybe we could, but Lord knows how long it will take us. The dog left hairs all over the sofa. In this case, the meaning differs from the first one. It means single hairs. If we use the word glass with the meaning of a container or as a material, then it is uncountable. But if we use it as in spectacles, an object that helps us see better, then we use it in plural. So the first two cases are uncountable, and in this third one is countable. The word paper is uncountable as a material or as a newspaper. But if we use the word paper as documents, then becomes countable. The post requires previous experience. In this case, the word experience means knowledge of or practice in something. He wrote a book about the experiences he had while traveling. In the second one, the meaning differs. It doesn't have the same meaning as in the first one. So in the second one, it means encounters that he had. So uncountable, countable. The word wood, like the word paper and the word glass, if when it was used as a material, we cannot count because it comes in bulk. Let's take a walk in the woods. When it takes the form or the meaning as a forest, becomes countable. Let's see some more examples. He's looking for work. If it means as an employment, uncountable. If it means creations, then becomes countable. And we've got many, many more examples. Learning new language takes time. It's uncountable. But if we use it as the meaning of occasions, several times, it becomes countable. Is there room for one more in the car? It means, is there enough space? We cannot count the space. Therefore, it's uncountable. The hotel had no free rooms. In this case, doesn't mean space. It means parts of a building. And we know that we can count the rooms inside of a building. That's all for today. Hope it was clear. Until next time. Bye.